Right, so it's that part of the year again. It's been a while actually since I've got a chance to do this, but it's Christmas time, and there's one thing about this Christmas that's made it absolutely special. No, it's not COVID. It's this. Brew Dog have actually made one, and I've got another couple of other wee kegs here I want to review, but we'll do those later. So this thing here, this is going to be special. So this is probably one of my go-to drinks. Brew Dog, they make probably some of the best IPAs, hands down. Company-wise, they've got a bit of bad press, but the stuff they make is absolutely fantastic, and it blows away all their nastiness that actually happens in behind closed doors. So this thing here, we're going to put it up against a can of the same stuff and see, does it actually compare? Is it fresher? Does it taste better? I hope so, yes. Let's find out. So this thing here, this here is like the little brother to this, and we're going to test them and basically see which one's which. So first of all, the first thing we want to do is take off this coat. Absolutely roasting. Right, so coat's off. So let's just do the magic part, which is opening up this little thing here. That's so easy. Best system in the world. So this has already had something in it at the minute. And this went over Christmas Day. Fantastic drink. It's just nice to do that one. Actually, I really enjoy that one. But today it's all about this new, and I feel like I've had this for a couple of weeks. As soon as it launched, I bought one, and I've had it sitting. I've been very patient. So let's get this clicked in, and we'll get it inside the machine. So inside the machine goes. Click down, click it in, drip tray. So just to let you know, this is the end of this, and there's something about kegs, and this is something that I want to ask you guys, if you're perfect draft drinkers, is does it taste different when it gets down to the bottom of the keg? I actually think it does, because this drink here, whenever it gets to about this level, I could near enough guarantee you could maybe even sell one of my children that this actually tastes different. It's just like, there's more of everything inside it. It's like the water must sit up at the top, because by the time you get down to the bottom, it definitely tastes different. The biggest difference of any keg that I've ever tasted is the Pineapple Express. It's a game changer whenever you get down to here. The Club Tropical, that one, game changer whenever it gets down into here. So like, for me, IPAs become alive whenever they get into the last third. And this is the last drink of this keg, which definitely is better. Okay, so this thing's sitting at 10 degrees. We're gonna wait for a bit and let it drop down into about 4 or 5 degrees, and then we're gonna try this thing, and we're gonna put it up against the can. So catches in about 2 hours. Right, so this is the moment where we're going to test these things. It's been a lot more than 2 hours later. It took me like to the next day. So this is day 2, waiting on this thing to be ready. So it's 3 degrees, it's perfect, but the first thing I want to do is test an actual can of this stuff. So here is the can. And let's see what this is like. So everybody kind of knows this by now. If you haven't been trying this, you probably don't even need to be watching this beer review. That's a terrible pour. That's what happens whenever you don't pay attention. Oh, look at the state of this. Terrible for a review. But like, you all know what this is going to taste like. It's usually got like a nice kind of first smell to it. Ah, it is good. It's always good actually. So this is how this looks. And a shockingly massive head, right? So what I want to do, and because I've got this option, we've got one of these, which is a thermopen. So a thermopen, I use it like all the time for barbecuing with, and pretty much what you get is, it'll tell me like even the temperature inside this room right now is 19, 20 degrees. And if I drop it down into here, it'll tell me what temperature my beer's at, which is 7.3. Okay, so 7.3, so that's, okay, that's about as much as I want to wait for that. So let's give it a try. Citrusy, malty, pineapple. all the good stuff that's in, say, an IPA, and it's actually what made these guys like famous. This exact drink made these guys famous, and it's fantastic, there's no doubt about it. Actually, it's a really good beer. We'll take another sip here just to familiarize ourselves with it. So it's not overly zesty. So now, the most important thing is this. This is what we all came here for, so I'm excited about this. The only thing I don't know what I have is a decent glass to try this in. So I'll try it in this little tasting glass, and I get shouted at all the time for doing this one-handed. Let's see. Set the phone up. Okay, so 45 degrees. This is a nightmare for me every single time. In fact, I'll bring it closer. So this has been a nightmare for me. It never seems to work, but I'm gonna do the 45 degrees, put it down straight away. Oh, look at that. I've maybe told a lie. That's coming out well. Actually, this is surprisingly well. So already that actually looks better. Look at it. Actually, look at these two things together. This thing here is like a foamy mess, and this here is actually decent. What's going on? Different colors too. Okay, so we're going to temp this as well, just to prove. This is sitting at 2.6. No, it's not. 2.7. So that little 3 degrees, that's a lie. Right, so this is colder. And for me, like whenever something's colder, it's always perceived better to me in some way. I don't know why. It's just like whenever you're trying something's colder. So again, I just want to give this one more try. It's fantastic. You drink that all day long. The two of them are two different colors. This one's way more amber. It smells cleaner, actually. It smells less chemical. Yeah, they're different. They're actually a different flavor altogether. It's more malty. There's more of a malt taste off that than this one. I don't know whether it's a temperature difference or if it's actually something's different in it. Yeah, so the tin is more chemical. There's something about it, I don't know, even if it's the way they pressurize it inside those cans, there's something different about that. So the same way whenever you have like a bottle of Coke and the Coke tastes different from the glass than it does from the can, that's what's happening here. Wow, that's fresher. This is fresher, it's more pronounced. You can taste like the fruits tons more, like the pineapple that's inside this compared to what's inside this. It's like two different drinks. There's something actually that almost make me want to just double check. Punk IPA, postmodern classic. Punk IPA, postmodern. It is the same stuff, but it does not taste the same. So there you go. This is the way they end actually. So this one here still got like a bit more fizz after like a longer time out than this one. Totally different heads. So I'll give it one more taste. Actually loving that. That's really good. Whenever you taste against the can at the start I was thinking they're going to be very similar. They're going to taste pretty much identical, but they don't. There's definitely a huge difference in these both. So for me, if it was to rate them and say which one I actually prefer most of, let me top this up again. I'll tell you what, see, out of all the times I've ever had a keg in that machine, they've always been a disaster, and it wasn't because I was pouring out any better than what I've ever done before. Yes, I'd left it overnight, so maybe the trick is that you actually should leave it overnight to settle, whereas most of the times I've put the keg in, as soon as it's cold, I've got the thing pretty much drunk. But I've waited a day on these, and it's pretty much because I've had other beers in the fridge from Christmas time to actually drink with them, but the difference in the taste of a tin inside this to this thing behind me. This is why I bought that machine. I've been waiting for a long time for Brew Dog to actually turn up in this scene and produce some stuff, and I really hope to produce some other stuff. The same with the breweries. My dream keg of all kegs ever to happen would be the Love and Hate from Boundary Brewing. If they done that, I would be delighted. There's some amazing local brewers here in Northern Ireland that make probably some of the best IPAs I've ever tasted. And I don't know if you can get them in the UK or anywhere else, but if they made a keg, oh my goodness, how happy the whole world would be from them making it. But this is pretty special. So malt, pineapple, yeast. It's really hoppy, it's really aromatic as well whenever you're smelling it. It's beautiful. It's actually like, out of all the kegs that's on the Perfect Draft, I knew that this one day was going to appear, and I knew that one day I would absolutely adore it. And here it is, it's appeared, they've made it. It's out for Perfect Draft. Go and buy it. If you like IPA, this is the king of them all. Then pineapple in the Club Tropica. So out of them all, this one is the best, and then probably like the Tiny Rebel stuff is going to be next, but this is just crazy good. So hands down, best Perfect Draft of 2021. Can't wait to see what they're actually going to do in 2022. If anything ever came out that was good out of this whole year, sans all the crap that's been going on, like all the COVID and all the drama and all the things going wrong in the world, this is the best thing that's came out of 2021. Absolutely fantastic. So I'm Chris, and I'll catch you on the next keg.